Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Crimi-trent. Today is Floral Friday and we're painting a dahlia. A simple 3 colors, 1, 2, 3, and 1 brush, the Princeton Neptune 1/2 inch oval. And I'll sketch it out for you, but pretty much it's intuitive painting for me and you'll figure it out, I'm sure. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Also, don't forget to check out my Patreon. I have exclusive videos over there. It's on my About page and in the description box below. Let's get started. Okay guys, I'll go over my supplies. I have my Arches 100% cotton paper. I have my 3 colors here from Holbein. Cadmium Yellow Deep, Bright Rose, and Cadmium Green Deep. I'll be using 1 brush, which is the Princeton Neptune 1/2 inch oval. I have paper towels and my palette here that holds, and my water jars up here. The dahlia is kind of a fun thing to paint, and mine's going to be super loose, so not going to be serious. They have like, it's kind of like a daisy kind of flower. See how there's little lines in the middle? We're going to do like, and they have all these layers of these petals. See, and you just kind of keep putting them back. You want to draw it out like this. Just like that, and then we have the stem, and then for the ones that are enclosed, just kind of like this with the green center, the petals like that, and the little, and then there's like a half open one we'll be doing. I'm just kind of drawing it for you, but I'm going to be showing you with this brush because I want to do it loose. And their leaves are just these simple jagged leaves, so you get the point, right? I'm using this monkey brush to show you. But I'll be painting it loosely because I'm practically blind right now. I had my eyes dilated, eye exam. I feel like every time I do a tutorial there's something going on in my life, and that's, I'm just the most unprofessional tutorial artist there is on YouTube. And you know what? I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to embrace it because that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to make blush color out of this. Bright rose. Woohoo! Is that bright? I grabbed that yellow. Pretty blush. You can make it more orange, more pink, but it's going to be a really pretty blush. And we're going to water this baby down. See, I'm adding a lot of water, and that way it will be really pale when I go to use it on my brush. And this brush has got a huge belly on it. Look at that. And I always like to dab it in my paper towel, as you see here, to take off the excess paint and water. So we're going to start just using the brush to our advantage. It's got a point, it's got this belly, so just be pushing it down like that. Little short, little stubby petals going around in a kind of a circle. Push down, just pushing down. Excuse the clanking. You know it's like when you have people at home. Okay, like I said, I'm pushing down just to get those little short, stubby petal flowers I showed you earlier. And it's really light on the outside edges here. I'm just going to go around like that. Not too wet, by the way, because we don't really want this bleeding effect on the petals. More of a layering effect. This one didn't really work the way I wanted to, so I'm going to move. I can use this tip and just move it around like this. And if you feel like they're too pointy and you want them a little rounder, just go on the edges like this and hit the outside edge and go like this. Just take that tip, move that paint around. Actually, I do my circle way out here, so I might have to add some way out here. You can even do this, just see how I just do that, this V, and then just color it in here. And it will look just like it. Sometimes it's fun to challenge yourself with a few colors and one tool, one brush. So they have a lot of layering with this dahlia. So if I go back in and add the color on top of it right now, it's going to bleed. So we're going to work on the closed in one, which is over here, like I showed you in the drawing. Just moving the color around in a circle, leaving a little white in between. I'm going to mix up my green, the cadmium green deep here. It's very bright, and we will tone this baby down. We will grab some of that yellow. It will make it brighter, but we will grab some of that rose. Just keep mixing it till you get that green that you like. A little rose, a little yellow. Kind of a play. It's a constant battle mixing up the right color. But just 3 colors, see? Alright, it's almost kind of where I want it. I'm in my yellow. And then I'm going to grab this. Just go down on the angle on the side, push down the stem. Same thing out here. I'm going to connect. And then I'm going to put one up this way. And I'm going to put the 3 little, like you have underneath the roses or other flowers, just the under part that hasn't bloomed yet. And we can start working on our leaves. I'm going to add a little more yellow. So I'm going to put a leaf right here. And they're just jagged, those jagged leaves like I was showing you. Like that, and you can just kind of fill it in. Or you can just make a sticky brush and just push it down like this. There's a lot of water and paint here. And then you can just kind of push it out on the side like that. And that's a little pointy, but you can go back in and see I'm just manipulating it back and forth, giving it the jagged. It's a little pointy jagged, but it's a lot easier if you want to do that. I'm going to put another non-bloom dahlia up here. Got a little, trying to make a little brownish green here. Throw that in here. Don't want all the colors to look perfectly the same. Add a little brown green in there. And then I'm going to swoop up and go down here and add the stem to the one that's not open yet. Grab some more stems here with some more leaves. Again, I'm going to add a little more yellow, brighten it up, and a little more magenta to tone it down. Bright down, bright down. So it's a different color. Again, I'm going to show you, just push this down here, this brush, and then just take the tip and manipulate it. Give it those little jagged edges. Just manipulating it. And here, same thing. Gonna add another stem and add some more leaves over here. Trying to keep it loose. This looks like a little bluish green to me. Add some more of that yellow. Magenta. I'm sorry, bright rose. Go back into the stem. And out here, it was looking a little too bluish green. It's not the color I want to achieve. But I do want to have a little darker tone in here. So I'm going to grab some more of this magenta. Excuse me, I keep saying magenta. Bright rose. I think I used so much magenta in the past few tutorials that I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Now it's going to get a little darker. I'm just going to bleed in some of this darker tone in here. Just getting fun with it, moving those leaves around. So while I'm doing this, this is drying so I can go back in and add layers. Just a simple little leaf down here. Okay, clean my brush. We're going to go back and play with the dahlia. We can do this one. So, like I showed you, the leaves would come down, petals would come down like this. Just really simple, and some just kind of like swooping outward. And we get some dark blush just by using the bright rose, not magenta, and the yellow. So it's really thick. It's not hardly any water. And you just tap that in here. You can outline some of the other ones on the outer edge. And go back into this one, just in the tip, going inward. Clean off our brush. Grab some yellow, make that green a little bright green again. Bright yellow or green. And we're going to tip a little bit in here. I hope I'm painting this okay. I can barely see with this. My eyes are so dilated. This got a little too flat. We can grab that brown green that we had earlier. Throw some of that in. See, I'm mixing that up. It's a constant, like, just to get the colors just right. Just keep putting that in there. Okay, let's just go on to the blush dahlia. So now we're going to add some more petals. Again, another layer. That brush. It's not cooperating. Just want to push it down. Adding another layer. See, I'm just going this way and that way with the brush tip. This way. So you curve it this way, then curve that way and fill it in. This way. This tip is not cooperating, so I'm just going to manipulate it. A lot of layers with this guy. And you can put some dark ones under here. The first one you did. You couldn't do it before because, well, it was drying and it would have bled right through it. And you can take your tip and outline the first layer. It'll give it more of a dahlia look. See how I'm just outlining with the tip of the brush? Kind of like a zinnia, right? And then we're going to be going back in again. I'm going to add another layer. See, it's less water again. It's going to bleed a little bit here. So you might have to wait till it dries. We can try and add the center. Just going to put some marks like this, just right in here, like this. So I'm just pushing this like 3 little marks. The center is going to be more of a darker blushy brown, so we'll have magenta and the yellow. Magenta, excuse me, bright, oh, bright rose, and a little of the green. And you get that brown, a little more yellow, rose. Oh, if I have a brain cell left, it's amazing. I'm just going to put some of that dark color right in here. Just these little lines going. It turned out a little pinky, purpley, so I'm going to go back in and add some more yellow. And you can just actually add that right on top. And we'll take some of that paint and we'll manipulate it on the outside here. I want these dark blush lines, just like that. And then we can put some like right here. See, there's the tip like this. It's not super loose, so it won't bleed as much. Again, go back into the other ones. Put in some more of those little tip lines. It's a layered type flower. It's a little tricky, but you see, just keep using the little tip. You get there. This is a loose dahlia. This is not a serious dahlia. It's a half serious dahlia. I want to add a little more yellow. So it's going to bleed a little bit. Then you can go in here and kind of add in just a little bit of the paint where those lines were. Just kind of fill it in a little bit. Not everywhere, just on the sides of it. You want to have that layering effect. So it has this nice layering effect. And go back in here too. And then we can take that same thick blush color, put some lines in here. Kind of bleeding too much. You can put a little bit coming out of here. And again, I want to go back in. I need some more yellow. I'm going to go back into that center. I want a little darker in there. Just going to grab some of this green, yellow, and I need more of this bright rose. I know I kept on calling it magenta. Sorry guys. Magenta's very, bright rose is very mad at me. So it's getting this kind of like a dark brown, blush brown. I'll go back in here with the tip. Very minimal water here. I'm just adding in just a little bit in here. And then we're going to go back over again with a deep blush color. Magenta. And there I go again, magenta. It's a disease, I'm sorry. Bright rose. There we go. Just gonna brighten this up a little bit. Goodness gracious, sorry guys. You understand, you know what the colors are. They're in the description box. You can handle it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and add just a little more of this color on the side. This is getting a little too wet, so I'm going to go back and wait till that dries and just add some dark details into the leaves. Just like that. They're going to add another branch. Crisscrossing the background over here with some more leaves. Just trying to change it up a bit. And another loose dahlia, side one like that. Just like we did before. Just like take your brush and just move the paint around like that. And you can just add these little leaves like that. And then you can go grab some more of that really thick blush. I'm running out of yellow. Woo, too much yellow, not enough yellow. You get the point. Open up the brush. Get the bright rose in there. I'm just going to add some rounded leaves. Excuse me, petals. And this was looking a little too pink. Alright, this is a little wet. We're going to dry that and come back. Okay, now that it's dry, go back in with our colors. It's just very dark. And really get those lines in here. And over here I'm going to add more layers. Just doing that. This one doesn't want to cooperate, so I'm having that dark brown to highlight the outer lines like I drew, like these lines in here. I want them to be a little more highlighted. Here I might have to sneak a little black in here, a little brown, even though I'm using 3 colors. Just the green and the rose. Yellow. Gotta get that in there. There. And you see it underneath here. That's the part that hasn't kind of like, it's kind of closed in like that. This is still wet. I might actually make dab it paper towel just to dry it off a bit. Go in and do those petals. Just like so. Then we'll add a little more greenery. Right in here. And then we have our dahlia. So it wasn't too hard, I think. You know, sometimes I feel like these are easier than they are, and sometimes people say they're not. But using one brush, Princeton 1/2" Neptune brush, I manipulated it. You can use the point of it and then use the tip of it. It's really got a great tip, great big belly to make the simple leaves and the simple petals to the flowers. So I painted this almost blind, guys. I hope you appreciate it. My dilated eyes. Thanks so much for coming to my channel and your support. Please don't forget to check out my Patreon, because that's kind of like a separate channel. I do exclusive videos over there that are not on YouTube, and I'm giving you sketches that go with them, or you can just do the tier with just the sketches and do it yourself. Just another added thing to help me build my community and try and get some nicer equipment down the line. All us artists and working hard to try and give great content to you guys. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Take care. I'll speak to you soon.